All right, back 2-1 in favor of your Sarnia Sting, and $7,732.50. I haven't got my ticket.
I got mine, so I would say don't bother because that money's coming home with me tonight.
I would have won if I bought a ticket. Darn it all. Anyway. Wow, well, what a second period, boy. We did talk about, well, I said you were happy with the speed. I said I thought it should be a little faster, and I think it did get a little faster, but, shots on goal, pretty even there. This game has been pretty even so far, I think. I don't know what's happening out there. What are you seeing from our Sarnia Sting?
Just more of the same, but yeah, like you're right. They did pick up the pace quite a bit there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're having more quality shots. They're taking better opportunities, taking advantage of those better plays and stuff. But Owen Sound's in there. They're doing the best they can. Yeah. They're coming out. They're making quick plays is what they're doing. I think they're kind of moving the puck around a little bit quicker. And they're just kind of charging the net a little bit more, just hoping for the best and coming in making those kind of shots.
Yeah, Wainwright out there, of course, with that next goal. Nice to see him showing up there for us as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's where we're at. But let's talk about, what a hard hit out there that just happened from Nolan Dillingham and to number 16, Tomislav Brennan, and took him away on a stretcher, sadly, right? So, I mean, sometimes you wonder, are they just being extra precautious? But I really felt like, no, there was something going on out there, because not only did we have the Owen Sound trainers out there, but we had the Sarnia Sting trainers out there.
Yeah, and it was
helping.
Immediate, too.
Yeah, it really was. So there's a lot of concern out there. So number 16, Brennan. And I was upstairs, and there's a few of the Owen Sound players that are watching from upstairs as well. And you could really see the look of concern on their face. I was talking to a couple of them, and they're like, yeah, they were just really concerned. So I gave them my best, of course, but you could really see it there, which I think, the Sarnia Sting feel the same way. I don't think nobody wants to see that happen.
I was going to say, too, you can see that same concern coming from the Sting bench. Of course, you're going to see that more from the Owen Sound, because that's their teammate, that's their brother out there. But definitely concern coming from both sides, and especially, talking about the Sarnia Sting being concerned, I don't think anyone more so than Nolan Dillingham. You could see he was visibly shaken up by that.
He totally was.
He was really bothered by the outcome of that.
Yeah, and they did review, it was a 5-minute misconduct, right?
Yeah, the 5-minute major penalty. I think they gave him a game misconduct for it, but they reviewed it.
Yeah. So anyway,
called that back, but it turns out it was it was very rough, but it was clean. I think
it was a clean.
It was within the rules of hockey. It's just one of those things that happens. It's it is a rough game, and sometimes unfortunate things happen. But that was one of those unfortunate things.
And I don't think Dillingham that's not his style.
No,
to
not at all.
Intentionally try to hurt somebody like that, So I think, he was definitely. We saw him in the penalty box there. They were showing him a bit. I got another view from another angle they didn't show, and he was definitely upset about it. So we're definitely giving our best to Owen Sound, number 16, Brennan. So we hope you come out of that. And if we get some more updates, we'll be sure to let everybody know. But for now, talking some more hockey out there, I don't know. I know we're leading 2-1, but it's got to be concerning. I think I would have thought we'd have been further ahead than we are right now, Lee.
I thought for sure, I thought you'd be right on that, because it's been kind of like they've been doing well. Owen Sound is playing some pretty good defense, but their goalie, just this second period alone, their goalie has come up with some amazing saves.
He really has.
We've had a little bit of bad luck with ringing him off the post and off the crossbar throughout the whole game. But, I've seen some amazing saves coming out of that Owen Sound goalie tonight. And, the Sting is they're playing well, but they're not – I don't think they're playing up to what they're fully capable of and what we've seen out of this team. Like I said, they're doing well, but we've definitely seen better out of them.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because I was kind of thinking, wow, geez, and again, I kind of go back to, are we tired? Are we, in that are we there yet mode? Because, playoffs start next week, and they've still got a couple more games on the road before they start into the playoffs, right?
They do, yeah. So, they're playing 3 back-to-back all weekend long. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's I always talk about how I like to see them conserve some energy for the end of the game, for that third period. Maybe they're doing what they can to conserve energy to make it through this entire weekend.
Well, could be the case, right? And or maybe they're just tired. I don't know. Would we love to be in the locker room right now so we can know this stuff and tell you about it?
We should be able to do this
From the
this
locker
live
room.
from the locker room.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll see what I can do. I'll get that in my contract for next season. Well, we'll see what happens now, of course, coming out in the third period. Do you think, like Owen Sound there, I mean, we saw it right after that hit, like there were several players trying to get into it. You know, one went right after Dillingham.
Yeah.
And he didn't want any part of it really, which also adds to the fact that I think he was feeling bad. But do you think you're going to see Owen Sound attack, come out and retaliate for something like this?
It's always a possibility. Honestly, I was surprised I didn't see more of it right after it happened. We were talking about that down there, and we thought for sure, right from the drop of the first puck, we thought we were either going to see some really rough stuff right off the puck drop, or we were going to see just some gloves getting dropped right away. But that didn't happen. They are definitely, turning up the aggression a little bit, and I think that's going to continue into the third period. I don't think they're done with that yet.
Yeah. And you got to have, well, we did see some gloves come off a little bit, like over in the corner there, but the guy was like throwing them off, and the refs were like, no, that's not a glove throw. That's not working here. And I do want to give a shout out to the refs because I think overall they've done a pretty good job of keeping the control out there, because especially after a hit like that, there's a lot of emotion that suddenly appears out on that ice.
Yeah, and like you said, right, they're going to go after Dillingham, and from what we're seeing from Dillingham, he's backing off big time now. Yeah. He's still feeling bad. I mean, I would like to see him just kind of continue playing his game, but I mean, after something like that happens, you can't just jump right back in and play at that same level of aggressiveness, because one, he feels bad, and that's on his mind. Two, he's probably worried about doing it again, which.
Yeah, maybe his gas pedal comes off a little bit now because of it. Who knows, right? But I think too that for Owen Sound, the best thing they could do is to not let that get in their heads. If I was a coach, I'd be saying, guys, I get it, this sucks. However, we're behind, and we need to catch up, and that's got to be the focus for the final prize.
Yeah, I think a good game plan for Owen Sound is going to be like understanding and realizing that Dillingham's going to be kind of on his heels a little bit now, and putting their best scorers out there whenever Dillingham's on the ice, because that might be their best opportunity to take advantage and maybe tie this up and even go ahead. Yeah. Obviously, we don't want to see that happen. We're a completely 100% biased team here behind our little podium. We want to see the Sting do as well as we can. But I think if Owen Sound was going to do anything that could take advantage of a bad situation, it might be that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, once again, we're just a few minutes away here from the Sarnia Sting. Coming back up for the third period. Should be a real interesting one here. We'll have to wait and see. Keep watching wherever you're watching from. And, of course, we will have the post-game press conference tonight. Be interesting to see who's there. And well, I imagine, I wonder if something will be brought up about that hit, because I think people will want to know more about that. But once again, all the best to Brennan, number 16 for the Owen Sound. But I think we'll give that a wrap. We'll see you at post-game. Lee, once again, thanks for joining me, my friend.
Thanks for having me again.
And we'll be back. Hey, guys, we'll be back. And the next time you see us here, it'll be playoff hockey. And get ready for more. The swarm warning is among us. Live from the concourse, I'm David Burrows with the Sarnia Sting. My friend Lee Bazeley. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Go Sting, go!